Where is Bubba Kush? What happened to it? Bubba Kush is a strain that was only good in the 90s and maybe in the early 2000s, but it fell off, and it fell off really, really bad. There's a lot of reasons why, but the main reason is because it fell into the wrong hands. Once the genetics fall into the wrong hands, it makes it so that person has the opportunity of overgrowing it, and also maybe also growing it with other additives that are going to really give it a bad representation. What I'm trying to say is that this one right here is a perfect example of that. This strain got overgrown, and people started to use PGRs in the process, which just really caused the death of Bubba Kush, which it is kind of justified. Bubba Kush was really going through a bad period of time, but it was having a really good time at one point. In this video I'm going to play right now that you can see on the side, this is the person who actually made Bubba Kush, the person who named it, grew it at the beginning, and technically was just the creator of it.
Were with him, kind of, it was like held really close. You know, Josh had popped the seeds. We had another friend that took the seeds from him and then ended up giving me the seeds. That's where the Bubba started, right? And then so we started doing that. We ended, you know, everybody was rocking OG, you know.
The Bubba is something so special. And
Bubba
unless
is.
you've had the real Bubba, it's such a distinct version of an OG or Hindu Kush or whatever that lineage is. And it looks like a mini explosion for people who haven't seen it. Literally is explosion out, and there's this little bud and this massive fan leaves that kick out from it, but in the middle is just gold.
Yeah, we had like the selection that you saw was actually not the first choice. I killed the first choice by accident. Not by accident, but like worms got it, and then I didn't know how to deal with it back then. And it was like, it was almost a cross between, it looked like OG structure, a little taller and elongated, but heavier and thicker like Bubba, and it was way frostier, and that would have been the one that we kept. But Bubba now, it never was Bubba Kush, by the way.
Oh,
it was Kush Bubba.
Wow.
It started as KB1, KB2, KB3. The one we see now, what, I don't know if it's people named it pre-98. I don't even know if that's it, but it was KB2. And you know, we called it Cabers. The flip came, I think, I want to say it had to be around, it might have been 99 or 2000. People were already going it pretty heavy here. And that was like the days of like the Canadian packs, you know?
Them beasts, yeah.
And, you know, it got sent to Canada to like bulk up production, right? And that's kind of when that was just like the way to send it into plummeting costs, and you know, at that point we're like, okay, the Bubba's cool, but we were smoking on the OG, and OG just became the primary for all of us.
Yo, that is some crazy history though. The original Bubba, the one the keeper cut.
Can't believe you're the one to blame for all the Bubbas.
Yeah.
Can't believe that.
No, well, because they saw a lot of.
So as you can see in that video, he definitely he did a great job with creating that gem. It was doing amazing numbers for a long time, and it honestly had a reason why it built the demand where people could oversell it and still sell it. Bubba Kush is definitely a great strain overall. It's one of those strains that is incredibly strong. It's very intoxicating almost. It's a strain that is powerful. So back in the day, it was one of those really popular ones because people were looking for something that you didn't have to smoke a lot and you would get the effects. But now in today's time, where people can overconsume and get stuff for fairly cheap numbers, people really like that LCG, which now LCG has become the new Bubba Kush. In my opinion, it's the new Bubba Kush, which is what it is. It's not necessarily a good thing at all. But with Bubba Kush, I actually think it is a strain that is really needed in today's market. It is a strain that has a lot of power and it has very great effects, so it would be lovely to see it make a return. As you've probably seen if you follow my page, there's a huge return of OGs. I've been doing a lot of OG reviews, and honestly, it's really dope to see these making a comeback. But will Bubba Kush ever make a comeback? I don't know, because of the name it's built for itself.
Fucking good, and then I tuck 'em in. I'm gonna drop a song again, I'm still getting no bubbles in. The bubble man, they tryna bubble man. I don't gotta make a song again, I'm getting no bubbles in. The bubble man, they gonna bubble man. I don't love a bitch, but I got love for the China man. Bubble man, they tryna bubble man. I can't hang with shooters, better go hang with my bubble friends. Bubble man, they tryna bubble man. I can beat your ticket, you just gotta tell me what you saying.
You see in rap videos like that one I just played, people are now calling themselves like the Bubba Man and all this wild weird shit because they were able to make a fortune off flipping those cheap Bubba packs. So if you're a grower, think about that in the bigger picture. If you're overrunning or just putting lemon cherry gelato in all your bags, people are gonna catch on, and once they catch on, you're fucked. So I do appreciate anyone who watches this to the end. I know that this isn't a topic that everyone wants to hear about, but it is what it is. So at the end of the day, I do appreciate anyone who actually has the patience to watch this and educate themselves. Much love to everyone. If you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed, and if you haven't, make sure you enter yourself into the giveaway. You have opportunity of really winning some cool stuff. So definitely check that out, and I appreciate you. Stay blessed.